Good morning everybody to live Unprofessional Yoga. I'm your host Barak and I will be doing yoga in an unprofessional way, slowly. What you can see here is me thinking what to do next. Go simple, yeah, ahead on the side, thinking this is quite simple, but then thinking to myself, it's painful, but relaxing. And let's try to the other side, and then realize no, other side doesn't go. My neck is really stiff and unhappy. So I'm going on head rounds, and then you can see that I thought to myself maybe it was a bit too much, so I'm going like very gentle rounds. Surprisingly very nice exercise. So if you cannot do like the big rounds, do the small ones. Actually, it might be even better just to do the small ones to begin with. I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, maybe I should do something else. Waste my time not in yoga and recording, but with something else. Apparently, you can see what I've chosen. What I chose. Choose life. Choose a career. Anyhow, slowly stretching. My neck is already much better than it was before. I'm always looking at the timeline while recording. It seems like so long. What, I need to speak for 20 minutes? Probably I can also shut up. Just indicate when something happens. That wasn't too fun. Yesterday I had not a very long day, but eventful day, so now I'm also thinking about that. About teaching Hebrew, about the restaurant work, about letters that I would like to send. In a way now I have more time, so I'm not sending a letter every day, but more often than not, and much more emails to friends, and proper snail mail. There is always something to do. I would be happy even to work less, earn a bit more, enough to have for living, for saving enough, a little bit of money for bad days and saving a little bit of money for good days. I don't know, to buy things, go vacations, helping people that I can donate it more easily to things. Here you can see me organizing my shirt because I think I tucked the undershirt, my t-shirt, a bit with a twist, so when I wanted to even twist more my body, it was a bit too much. And I think I need to wash this shirt because it is my house clothes, and most of the time when not working I'm in these clothes at home. When I'm going outside sometimes I'm putting something more normal. But after cooking and cleaning and doing things, this shirt is no longer as fresh as it used to be. Probably 15 years when I got it. I remember when I met my girlfriend, she thought that this shirt is old ugly and can go to the bin at some point, or donate or something, or be cloth. And that was probably almost 6 years ago. So it was old 6 years ago, so probably it means that this shirt is 15 years ago, and it wasn't the cheapest, but the store was one of the relatively cheap clothes store. What can I say about yoga? Stretch, move, follow. I've said it all before. Maybe the whole point is saying it every time, again and again. Yeah, you see, I'm yawning, even now. Like, how meta, not meta, but how many layers? Never mind. Boring. Okay, I will teach you German while I'm here. Langweilig. Langweilig, it means boring. Another word that I really like, one of not first word that learned in German, but one of the earlier words, Aggregatzustand. It's the state of matter. Like water can be gas, liquid, or solid. So it's a very nice word. A lot of the time I can't remember how to say it in English, but I know how to say it in Hebrew or in German. Aggregatzustand. Yep, that is all. I think that is enough words for one day. I'm also working on some short animations that relate to this live unprofessional yoga, but it might be too long to edit in the beginning, because I just put the beginning with the taking off the shoes just as a filler, but I really like this filler. It's short, it's simple, it's obvious. Why to play with something so perfect? Perfection! So here I am stretching it. Actually, now I'm stretching my feet, the back of my feet, because most of the time, and probably a bit later, I'm stretching the back of my leg here. But when I'm keeping my feet on the ground, it stretches the top of it really nice. Probably it is good for ballet. You can make like a beautiful point. There was a time that I was studying ballet. It was very nice. But then I got sick, and then I stopped after a few months. This one, surprisingly, was really nice. It's not that I could stay like that forever, but it was easier and nicer to sit than I thought. So maybe I will do more of it, or just try to tune it, or to add things to this exercise, because I also wanted to do things with my hand. I didn't know exactly what. Some power of stretching or balancing. So slowly learning new things. Standing, thinking, yes, again for the feet, a bit of nice stretching. Those roundy thingy, what I'm doing now, is not very easy. It's not comfortable on the toes. So I don't know how people are doing that. People do that. My balance today is not the best. I can do that, but I'm feeling that I always need to keep my posture. And sometimes I can stand like that for hours or 30 seconds, whatever comes first. Yeah, the other foot. It's good that I just have two. I can imagine how bored I would be if I would have 4 or 15 legs. something is really burning in me that I'm always bored, or getting bored very easily. My guess, there are too many things that I would like to do, and not enough time or mental energy before I'm getting tired and having enough. Yes, the cat and the cow and the cat and the cow. First time that I did those exercises, I studied Pilates, and there were so many old women around me, and when doing that I felt not very masculine, not very strong or something. But my back was hurting at the time, and also my knees were not happy. So actually I didn't care, I just wanted to be happy and pain-free. So I did it, and Pilates was amazing for me. Let's say if you're thinking what to do to help your health practice-wise, and if you, I had Pilates with machinery Pilates. It looked like a Waldorf gym. A lot of wood around. So I did it twice a week, like 1 hour a week, right? Like 1 hour session, like 2 hours a week, and it really solved a lot of my problems. Like after a few months of doing that. But Pilates is boring. Everything is so slow. You don't sweat, you don't stress, you don't nothing. So it was good. Like in the beginning I took a towel, but after a while I understood like there is no need for a towel, like nobody is sweating, and I'm drying while doing it. I would be happy to do it again actually, because I was a bit taller, a bit more straight, I felt a bit nicer with the body, and it gave rhythm. Practicing with myself in a room is hard to continue, like small. Here I'm trying to stand on my head or lift my feet, I don't know. I started and I saw like that my hands are not supporting me, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, and this is most of the time a good recipe for injuries. Not having enough power to make the leap to what you want to do, while not knowing exactly what you are doing. Probably what I needed to do is, first, if I see that I need more, now that I started and I saw that I have a problem with the handstand, check techniques. Try to work on my muscles in my arms. Maybe find an easier exercise to begin with, because I know what's my direction. Now, if you noticed, I'm doing this exercise really quick, because I'm the quickest man alive. This is the only reason. And because I'm trying to do a different version today, like the more power, energy, body warming version. Although I could have done it much quicker. I remember I was at the gym and there was an old woman, I don't know, probably 60, 70, that did this exercise, and she was so good and so quick and so strong. So I asked her, how is she doing that? Because I couldn't at the time do even like 2 rounds. And she said that she was very sick for a long time, and then at one point she decided that she wanted to leave. So that's that, because I asked about her technique. She said, like, no technique. Like, she decided she wanted to leave, and then you find your way. So I don't know, maybe in so many other ways and places you just want to leave or want to do something, and just you find your way, and that is the technique. Okay, and after saying that, to some things there is like better and easier technique than others. So I don't know. Okay, I think I'm ready to continue with my life. Yeah, apparently, yes. Thinking, maybe meditation, or experimental time. Maybe I will sit on the log like that. Comfortable? Not really. Maybe I can put it as an exercise for later, just to balance myself. Okay, trying, read legs to the side. Comfortable? No. We can try it like we did before, but it's a bit too high, a bit too rolly. Fortunate enough, this is a inflatable mattress, so I'm taking the air a bit out, that it will be more comfortable. And from this point on, I will meditate very shortly, like 4 minutes, probably less. I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't relax. It took me a while just to remember that I needed to breathe, and then a few more minutes just to understand or remember that I need to concentrate breathing through my nose. So, boring. No, not boring, but it wasn't easy. So after I finished trying to meditate, I just stare at something with eyes open, going on a very, very, very light version of meditating. And after that, I closed the camera and I went back to continue looking at nowhere, and then cleaned my slippers, my house shoes, from leftover for my socks. That was kinda nice, quite nice, quite nice. That was quite nice, kinda nice, quite. Okay, so I will go my way. You can continue watching, or if you watched at all, if you hear me, you watched up to this point probably. Have a nice day, Happy New Year, welcome 2018, goodbye 2017, yep.